Okay, so we know that sewing requires ironing and lots of it every step of the way. But sometimes the fabric just does not want to be pressed flat, and it can take forever. So I'm about to introduce you to your new best friend. And it is a very small and inexpensive tool that not a lot of people know about. I actually didn't find out about it until pretty late in my sewing journey, and I'm a professional seamstress and I own a fabric store. So what is this secret weapon? Well, this is it, and it's called a tailor's clapper. So you're probably wondering, how could this piece of wood possibly help me in my sewing and ironing? Well, I promise you, it is an invaluable tool, and you'll never see me at the ironing board without it. So we're going to get right into everything about this, and I'm going to show you how to use it. But first, please go ahead and give this video a like, and if you're into sewing deep dives, you're going to want to subscribe to the channel because we put out a new video every week. So I'm about to hem some shirts, and I'm going to show you how to use this tailor's clapper, so let's go up to the ironing board. Okay, so here I have a shirt that we're hemming at the bottom just to get rid of this rounded hem and to make it straight. So first I'm going to show you how the fabric presses without the clapper. So I have it folded up here where I want the hem to be, and I'm just going to press okay, so now when we look at this, you can see it worked, it pressed, but the edge is just kind of round. It's just not quite crisp. See what I mean there? So now let's try over here with the clapper. Same thing, we'll just press this middle section here. I'll show it for about the same amount of time and pressure. And then once we lift away the iron, we're going to immediately put down the tailor's clapper. And we're just going to push on it a little bit. And then when you remove it, you are left with a very crisp hem. See that? Compared to over here, where it's just kind of round and bubbly. And you can tell how paper creased that looks. It really does work. Let's do it again. Let's go down here. So again, we're just pressing. And then when we apply the clapper, it's just a piece of unfinished hardwood, which is what allows it to absorb that heat and moisture after you lift the iron away. And that results in a beautiful, crisp hem. And it only takes a couple of seconds. Sometimes I feel like I stand up here at the ironing board for hours when I'm not using the clapper, and it just doesn't seem to work. But you can really see the difference from here through here. So that's how you use a tailor's clapper. It really is that easy, and it really is that effective. So if you'd like to pick one of these up, you can go over to our website, shoppindrop.com, and get one of our locally handmade tailor's clappers made by John, our woodworker, who you may have seen in one of our recent videos, What's It Like to Have a Fabric and Yarn Store? I'll link it up here. He makes a brief appearance. But he makes these, and they're beautiful, and they are sanded to be ultra smooth, so they will never catch on your fabric. They're the perfect size and shape, and they have these nice ridges to help you grip onto it. So I hope you'll go check those out. Also, please give the video a like if you found this valuable, and please consider subscribing to the channel. We would love to have you around for our sewing deep dives every week. Alright, until next time, happy sewing. I'll see you next week.